What is going on, everyone? My name is Scott. This is going to be the first episode of my podcast. We are cross recording on both YouTube and throwing it in on Spotify. So, I guess, who are you is going to be the biggest question. My name is Scott. I am a powerlifting coach. I am certified through USPA, which is the United States Powerlifting Association, and which is based here in the United States. I am also a trans man. So I was born female, and I have transitioned to male. I've been socially transitioned for 20 years and medically transitioned going on 7 years now, actually. I started my medical transformation in 2015 when I was 24. December 6, 2015 was the date. So it's been quite a long ride, and actually I really enjoy it. I have competed in 7 competitions so far, and in those competitions I have taken a 1,000 total. In my first comp down in Atlanta at this conference called TFC, which is the Transgender FitCon. My first year I ever competed in it was 2018. I had a 350-ish squat. I want to say a 250 bench, and a 405 deadlift, something around there. But fast forward to now, I have a 530 squat, a 320 bench, and a 507 deadlift. Sumo, but conventional, I have 515. So, mind you, that 515 was also beltless. So yeah, that's just a little bit of history about me and who I am. I'm technically classified as the world's strongest trans man. I would like to go and continue that, and I've held that title for the last year, so pretty happy with that. I've competed in RPS, Revolution Powerlifting Syndicate, which is based out of Pennsylvania, and USPA. So those are my 2 federations that I compete in, that I both love. So I am also a powerlifting coach, so I handle clients. I've got a meet coming up next weekend that I'm handling 2 clients at, both their first meets. So pretty excited for that. My main clientele are trans people, so whether it be a trans man or a trans woman, doesn't matter. Those are my go-to. Those are my main clientele. I've got 2 clients who I've worked with for the last 3 years. One whose first meet is actually going to be with me in October, so that's going to be pretty fun. Another client who lives in Ohio, he has competed in 2 comps, and I've had him for just over a year, almost a year and a half, and things have been going pretty swimmingly well for him. He just had a baby, and she is so adorable. Let's see. I guess that's pretty much it. As I said, this is my first podcast, so kind of new to podcasting. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to say. Never really been open about my life and my situations. So that's that. I guess I could talk about what, alright, yeah, cool. So, the way that I found powerlifting and personal training and just the fitness industry in general was, 2015. I moved to Chicago, where I started working out at a gym called LA Fitness, down over in the bottom half of the loop. So if you know anything about Chicago, Roosevelt, and I want to say it's Washington. But I started lifting over there at LA Fitness. Started talking to a guy who actually lived in, I want to say Schaumburg. And he was like, well, do you know what powerlifting is? No idea what powerlifting was. And then I started researching, and I came across, all the greats: Ed Cohen, Matt Wenning, Mark Bell, Dave Tate, all the West Side guys. And then I started listening to a whole lot of Louie Simmons stuff, and I was just very fascinated at the world of strength, and I was like, I want that. I want to do that. So I've lived my life on squat, bench, deadlift for the last 7 years, and it has been a wonderful ride. Professionally, I started my company, Lume Training, in 2017, so going on 5 years now. I know I say a lot of ums. It's because I don't know where to go. I don't know what to say, so I just trying to get another sentence, even though I have ADHD and I kind of know where I want to go with this. So yeah, that's pretty much where I went for my powerlifting. I've been a part of this amazing gym called Exile. It's out in Rosedale, Maryland. I joined the gym. This is when we moved into the new building 2 years ago. 2019. No, yeah. I joined Exile the beginning of 2019. So I have been there almost 4 years, 3.5 years, and we've been in our new building for 2 years now. And I honestly, I never thought that I would be a part of such an amazing gym, that has such an amazing community. I found most of my friends through powerlifting, but more specifically through Exile, the gym as a whole. Sheila and Bob have created such an amazing environment that it's just, I don't think could ever be replicated anywhere. It doesn't matter where you take the equipment, you won't have the same people. Most of my social life is based around going to the gym. If I have to train them the next day, I'm not going to go out the night before. So that's pretty much where I live my life. It's eat, sleep, lift, gym, repeat. So yeah, this podcast, I have a goal of trying to reach as many trans people as possible that want to get into lifting weights, that want to be a powerlifter, that have aspirations of competing in powerlifting. My goal has always been to give back to the trans community as much as possible. Not just the trans community, but also the LGBT community as a whole. We see a whole lot of people, especially that put out a whole lot of misinformation when it comes to people, but especially us, because we are so susceptible to getting information that is incorrect that I was really tired of it. So it has become my life's work to try to flush out the misinformation and to help us as much as possible to get to what's actually going to help us instead of hinder us. I had spent but most of my training career has been around, oh, well, this didn't work for me for the last 6 weeks, let me see what this does. We are all an experiment at the end of the day. Our bodies are experiments. So it's now, all right, well, I know what works for me after 2 years of consistent, just doing what I feel good at. I've been growing musculature wise in the 3 to 6 rep ranges, and most of that does seem to help for not just myself but also my clients. I use myself as a guinea pig, and if it works for me, then I know it's going to work for them, and then pretty much just snowball into effect and build a good program from there. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. Yeah, as I said, first episode, no idea what I'm doing, so we're gonna go from there and pretty much see what works and see if we can get some good information out there. I don't have one subject that I want to teach people about. I don't have a singular goal in mind, besides just trying to give back and trying to help. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with this. In the description, I will drop my email so you can shoot over any email, any questions that you have, whether it can be in the comments or if you just want me to talk about ramblings, or if you have an idea for a podcast, or if you just want to hop on the podcast, then shoot me an email and we can schedule a time and a date and go from there. I'm always interested in talking to new people and to learning about new people and going from there. So thank you.